Okay, today we are here with Don Carriker, and we are going to be discussing USDA home loans. Don, can you answer the question, what is a USDA home loan?
Okay, USDA stands for United States Department of Agriculture, and that's the same people that do all the checking of the cows and chickens and all that kind of stuff. But in this respect, what it is the United States Department of Agriculture is guaranteeing the loan to the investors for people purchasing residential houses outside of metropolitan areas, is what it amounts to.
Okay.
It's a nationwide program.
So can anyone qualify for this loan?
Well, within certain requirements. It's not a loan meant for people that are very wealthy. There is income restrictions. Here in our neck of the woods, you can't make more than $74,000 with a family of four. Now, in some of your areas, people that might be watching this, that sounds like an awful low amount. But in our area, it's about average. It's typically an average type of income for a given area. And then you also have to be buying outside of a metropolitan area.
So what are the guidelines of getting a USDA loan?
Well, the guidelines are you have income restrictions, you still have to qualify for the loan with your normal, be able to have your debt to income ratio work, and your credit has to be fairly decent. You have to be able to have assets. But the neat part about USDA is that it requires zero down, no down payment whatsoever. It's really the next best loan that we can give people, right next to a veteran that is disabled. So veterans that are disabled get the best loan, and then a USDA loan is the very next one that I think is the next best loan that people can get.
Okay. Well, I've heard that USDA loan rates are usually a lot higher than the rest of them. Is that true?
No, that's not true. USDA loans are very, very competitive. We usually see them hovering within 0.25% of the going conventional loan, where you have to have at least 5% down. So it's a great program.
Okay, so if I like what I see, understanding that I know what a USDA loan is, what do I need to do to get started?
Well, the first step would be to talk to your local person or talk to anybody that does loans and ask them about that. You also might ask your real estate agent if the property that you might be interested in or the area you're interested in qualifies for the USDA. Typically it's outside of a major metropolitan area. It's restricted by people's median incomes and also population densities. So it's something, if you plan on living out in the country and you don't plan on living on like 20 acres, it's got to be a normal residence. It's not a farm loan. It's a normal residence outside of a major metropolitan area, or somewhere outside of that. And that would be, what I would do is just go ahead and go to the website, iwantagreathomeloan.com, and just put in a quick inquiry there, and we can help answer any questions for you on it.
Now, if somebody wants more information on the USDA program, is there a governmental site they can go to get maps and that type of stuff?
Yep, they could go to usda.gov, and then they're going to look under rural development, and they can find all their information there. You can find out, you have maps of where you can buy a house and still be qualifying. You can find the income limits. You can also find the requirements for the particular house. It's got to be in decent shape. It can't be a fixer-upper, something that really needs a lot of help.
Okay. Well, I want to thank Don today for answering some of our questions on USDA home loans. If you have any other questions, feel free to visit us at iwantagreathomeloan.com. If you're ready to get started, go ahead and fill out the quick inquiry form. It'll take you just a couple minutes to get going. Or if you have any other questions, feel free to comment on our blog, and we'll be more than happy to try to get those answered for you. So I want to thank Don again, and have a great day.
You too.